Okay, what you want to do is
Not block the road. Not block the road.
to overlap. Perhaps look at
Let's not
that
block
rather
the
fake
road.
man.
We are sort of like wait for 5 to let's just block the view.
রাস্তাটা ব্লক করতে দিও না
Yeah, what's your name? Was it Dan? Nice to meet you.
Your Excellency, we the Bangladeshi LGBT community here in London, with the support of Peter Tatchell Foundation, Prayer to Rock London and ACT UP London, are asking you to convey our message to Bangladesh Home Minister Mr. Asaduজ্জামান Khan Kamal to ensure justice for our slain friends and fellow activists Xulhaz Mannan and Mahbub Rabbi Tonoy. It has been 3 years since Xulhaz, publisher, the co-founder of Bangladesh's first LGBT magazine Roopbaan, and Tonoy, another LGBT activist, were brutally murdered by religious extremists in Dhaka. However, the detective branch of Dhaka Metropolitan Police, the local investigation led, has failed to submit the investigation report and missed 35 deadlines until April 2019. It is with great concern that we have seen an increased crackdown on the LGBT community in Bangladesh by law enforcement. In May 2017, 28 gay bisexual men were arrested by Rapid Action Battalion, who later exposed them in front of media. This has put young men's lives in great danger. Under these circumstances, we demand that the government conducted a proper, transparent and expedited investigation into the murder of Xulhaz Mannan and Mahbub Rabbi Tonoy. We also demand that the government stops all persecution against LGBT community in Bangladesh, discriminalize same-sex relation and respect the constitution, liberation, work, speed of liberal values, human rights and non-discrimination. So that's the letter we have submitted to the embassy. Now I'd like to request Tasnoba to read about Xulhaz and Tonoy's life, a short brief. Tasnoba.
Xulhaz Mannan was a Bangladeshi community leader, organizer and LGBT plus human rights activist. In addition to his advocacy, Xulhaz was the co-founder and publisher of Roopbaan, the first and only Bangladeshi LGBT plus magazine. Against all odds, the magazine was first published on January 18, 2014. Sorry for that. The same year as Roopbaan, Xulhaz conceptualized Roopbaan Rainbow Rally that aimed towards celebrating friendship, love and diversity. Every year on April 14, all Bangladeshis celebrate Bengali New Year. Xulhaz organized a human-made rainbow rally in the capital city of Dhaka to celebrate a more inclusive Bengali New Year. He decided the next 2 years to organize and empowering the LGBT plus community. Xulhaz organized an LGBT plus film festival, LGBT plus youth leadership program, and health campaign. He also launched a queer poetry book and held a transgender and transvestive fashion show. In addition to these major events, he hosted countless smaller communities events, and his house provided a safe space for the LGBT plus community to thrive. Xulhaz Mannan was murdered by extremists on the 25th of April 2016, along with Mahbub Rabbi, Tonoy, a self-identified gay male advocacy platform. Tonoy joined and became the first General Secretary of Roopbaan in February 2015. Tonoy believed in using art for social change. His theatre background was reflected in the advocacy work he did. One of his famous pictures from the Roopbaan Rainbow Rally became the face of Roopbaan in Bangladesh. He helped organize various cultural events and constantly worked towards community mobilization. In short span of time, Tonoy was able to help conduct the first ever LGBT community survey in Bangladesh in 2014 and organized the much talked about Roopbaan Rainbow Rally. He also contributed towards the publication of Roopbaan, a poetry collection of same-sex love, and founded an online LGBT plus movie group, MDSS Cine Club. আমাদের ডাকে সাড়া দিয়ে আজকে এই প্রতিবাদ সমাবেশে অংশগ্রহণের জন্য সকালকে জানাচ্ছি আমার আন্তরিক শুভেচ্ছা এবং অভিনন্দন। আজকের দিনটি বাংলাদেশ এলজিবিটি সম্প্রদায়ের জন্য একটি বেদনাদায়ক দিন। 2016 সালের 25শে এপ্রিল বাংলাদেশ যৌন সংখ্যালঘু অধিকার কর্মী জুলহাজ মান্নান ও মাহবুব রাব্বি তনয়কে সমকামী বিদ্বেষী সন্ত্রাসী গোষ্ঠী নির্মমভাবে হত্যা করে। তখনকার এই ভয়াক্ত পরিস্থিতিতে জীবনের ঝুঁকি নিয়ে অনেক এলজিবিটি অধিকার কর্মী দেশ ছাড়তে বাধ্য হয়েছিল। এই নারকীয় হত্যাকাণ্ডে 3 বছর পূর্ণ হলেও আজও অবধি তার সুষ্ঠু বিচার সম্পন্ন হয়নি।
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jason Jones, and I am an LGBT activist from Trinidad and Tobago. Like Bangladesh, we are a former colony of Britain, and like Bangladesh, we had a similar law that discriminated against LGBT people. In 2017, I took my country to court, and last year in April, I removed the law. Thank you. But like many activists working in our countries, my life has been in serious danger ever since then. I've had a number of death threats, and they continue today. People wishing to throw kerosene on me and light me up to send me to hell. This is what we are facing in our home countries, and that's why efforts like this in safe countries are so important. Our voices are amplified by standing here in London, and people back home in our countries are watching this and feeling great deals of hope and trust that we are taking this fight directly to where it matters. The British government in 2018 dedicated £5.6 million towards the fight to end the criminalization of LGBT people. I don't know where that money is going. I think we need to start asking the hard questions of what exactly the British government is doing to end these discriminatory laws that they spread across 3/4 of the planet. The government of Trinidad and Tobago have in fact appealed my victory, and that means that I have to answer an appeal at the Privy Council. The Privy Council is the highest Supreme Court for many other Commonwealth countries, and my victory there will lead to decriminalization in about 11 other countries. So please support my fight. You can find me on Jones v TNT on Facebook and Twitter, and I will be hosting an event later this year as the appeal process moves to the United Kingdom. I would like to thank Maz for being such a huge support to me through this time. And I'd like us all to really support our frontline activists. None of us are paid. All of us have our lives in danger. And we are very isolated because of the work that we do. So please support your frontline activists. Thank you and have a great evening.
Put a help me here. Come on, Asen. Yeah? Right. Balawasi. Yeah, working. And it's now Shuboratne.
That's good night.
Good evening. Shubho Bikal.
Yep.
Yes, thank you. It's a real honour to be here today. Yeah, can you hear all right? There we go. There you go. There you go. It's a real honour to be here today. My name's Dan, and I'm an activist and a tour guide with Queer Tours of London. We do walking tours to bring the queer history of London to life. But we don't just do tours, we do protests, we do actions, we do artistic interventions with the goal of queer freedom for all. And it's a real honour to be among the community here so that we build strength and build power until we're all free. Like Jason says, every time we're here, this is a moment in history so that we can all fight until we're all free. We've got events and tours throughout the whole year, so please do get involved. We are stronger in numbers and together, so thank you so much. And just one last thing actually, when we handed the letter in, we have to remind them that they have to respond to us. They can't take the letter in there and just like rip it up or ignore it or put it under their desk. We have to give them deadlines and say, you need to respond to us within a week. And we demand having a meeting with you within 2 weeks. And we have to demand answers because they'll just ignore us and belittle us like they always have. So we have to keep strong, but we have to demand the freedom that we are due and that we owed, but also justice for Xulhaz and Tonoy and every other queer Bangladeshi living in Bangladesh and living here. And then lastly, one thing, there's so many incredible groups and activists in London who are here to support. You've got groups like UK Lesbian and Gay Immigration Support Group, Lesbian and Gay Support the Migrants, the Gay Liberation Front, Queer Tours of London. Tomorrow night there's a party by a group called Resistance, which is a queer, feminist, women, non-binary led music night. So there's always groups and events and parties to bring life and to support to everyone here. So don't ever think that you're on your own. In fact, that email list that's gone round, do sign your name to it. You're going to get about 50 emails a day. So thank you. We'll keep up the good fight. We need to, and we'll win. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I'm going to say thank you in Dhanyabad.
Oh, yeah!
Dhanyabad, Dan.
Today, thank you very much everyone for being here today. Today is a very, very important day. Today we remember the lives of our friends, the lives lost, the lives of real heroes. Today we remember the ultimate sacrifice that Xulhaz Mannan and Mahbub Tonoy made. Just like you are here today making a difference, they were in Bangladesh, like Maz, making a difference. They wanted Bangladesh to be a more tolerant country, a more liberal country, a more progressive country. What was their reward? They were hacked to death in the most barbaric crime by Islamist extremists.
Excuse me, we just step down from the embassy ground. That would be great. I don't mind you being here. And you can protest. It's not a problem at all, nice and peaceful. But we need to have it that mums, babies, children can get through on the pavement. Absolutely. So if you can arrange that wherever you need to be, so that facilitate that, absolutely fine. Thank you very much. Okay, and we're going to clear this area, please, yeah? They can do that as well. All right. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you so much.
They were victims of a barbaric crime. They were hacked to death by Islamist extremists. The Bangladesh police with 34 deadlines to submit their report. They are complicit in their murder. They, my friends, have blood on their hands. And what do we say? Shame to them. Shame to the Bangladesh authorities for ignoring the plight of LGBT people. Shame on the Bangladesh police for not taking proper actions. And shame on the Bangladesh government for still keeping anti-LGBT laws.
They'll just say, can I get everything off instead? Thank you very much indeed. That's
I will say, but do not lose hope. Even here in the UK, before the police were harassing the LGBT community, the police were raiding gay saunas, arresting people for consenting gay sex.
I'll come and speak to you after.
Today, we are lucky, because when I speak to people who were activists in 1972, they all tell me they never expected to have seen so much change in the UK here. Today, the UK police protect the LGBT community and supports the LGBT community. Change will also happen in Bangladesh, I'm sure of that. But it will only happen if people like you speak out and make a stand. We can make change happen. Together, we will make change happen. The fight for LGBT freedom is not just in Bangladesh, but it is also a global fight. We are winning this battle, my friends, despite the many sallies and retreats. And remember one thing, our love is always and will always be stronger than their hate. Thank you.
In Poland, gay people are not treated equally as everyone else. Crime against gay people is not treated as important as regular crime. But I cannot imagine how it can be, how is it possible that the murder of two activists is not solved within so many years. There is 34th time. There is no result of the investigation. I cannot imagine how their families can feel. I cannot imagine how the activists feel. I cannot imagine how is it possible in today's world. It's the law criminalizing homosexuality is such a backward thing. But as you can see with Jason's example, it only takes one person to try and change things. And I'm really happy to see all those faces here because, yes, our brothers and sisters are fighting both in your country, both in Bangladesh, both in Poland, both in many other countries around the world. But even though we're here and we're comfortable, they're watching us. They're watching what our solidarity. They can see us. They see our support.
After the murder of Xulhaz and Tonoy, our friends, I looked seriously into what can be done to start litigating against Penal Code 377 in Bangladesh. And the answer is, right now, nothing. This is because there is no freedom for the judicial department of Bangladesh. It is under the government's hands. So our hands are tied. So the only thing we can do right now is to create awareness within the country about our rights. There are gay boys and girls, lesbians, transgenders, everyone coming out of the closet through social media. We have to stand by them and be there with them, talk to them. They're not alone. And hopefully a time will come when we will be able to start litigating against Penal Code 377 in Bangladesh. The time has not come, unfortunately. I did try. Me and other people. So please stand by the gays and lesbians, the transgenders, and the whole LGBTQI community, and stand by them. They're not alone. They're not hopeless. বাংলাদেশের 377 ধারার বিরুদ্ধে আমি এবং আরো কয়েকজন মিলে চেষ্টা করেছিলাম। বাংলাদেশের বিচার বিভাগের এখন স্বাধীনতা নেই, সরকারের আয়ত্তে আছে পুরাটা বিচার বিভাগ। কাজেই এই মুহূর্তে বাংলাদেশের 377 ধারার বিরুদ্ধে মামলা করা যাচ্ছে না, করলে কোনো আপাতত কোনো জয়ের কোনো আশা নেই। তাই আমাদের কাজ এখন হবে বাংলাদেশের যত সমকামী ছেলে মেয়ে, রূপান্তরকামী এবং অন্যান্য যারা আছে সবার পাশে এসে দাঁড়ানো, তাদেরকে ভরসা দেওয়া, তাদেরকে সাহস দেওয়া এবং তাদেরকে বলা যে তাদের ভবিষ্যৎ আছে, আমরা সাথেই আছি এবং যখনই সম্ভব তখনই আমরা বাংলাদেশের 377 বিরুদ্ধে আবারও লাগবো। ধন্যবাদ সবাইকে আসার জন্য। আসুন জুলহাস তনয়ের কথা আবারও মনে করি।
Okay, I want all the posters out.
Then you can't see their face.
That one's too high. So we see your face. That's it. Never standing. Put your poster up.
We want justice!
What do you want?
Now!
What do you want?
Justice!
What do you want?
Justice!
What do you want?
Justice!
What do you want?
What are the risks for LGBT people in Bangladesh?
The risk is that the Penal Code 377, which says that we can be prosecuted for 10 years or lifelong, we could be put into the jail. Also, because Bangladesh is 90% Muslim majority, if we are found by the radicals, it is very easy for them to kill us, to say that it is into the Quran, it is into the religious text that it is okay for them to kill us, and they will gain a lot of they will go to heaven if they could kill one of us. So this is huge risk, which is why them two, Xulhaz and Tonoy, they had been killed, they had been murdered. They went inside their house and used machetes to kill them. This is really unfair, and it's been 3 years. The government still couldn't find the reasons, still couldn't investigate, still couldn't give us a report what's going on, and this is unfair. This is what we are trying to do, trying to raise the voice, to reach to the government that it's like every other person. We are like every other person in a country, and if something unfair happened to us, it should be taken into account, and it should be we want justice for us. We want justice for Xulhaz and Tonoy.
Do you think homosexuality could be legalized in Bangladesh, and more in general, that the country could be secular?
Well, we demand that. Of course, we do demand that, and it will be possible or not in future, because everybody has started a difficult path, and then later it has been established. We have started our work, and one day it will be legalized. That's our belief. But for now, it's very hard. But then we still have to go out and talk about it. We still have to talk about our rights, ask for our rights.